To me, enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us. Bring us down. Bring us down. Enough is enough.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Indie Wrestling Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host as always, the queen of the Indies, Tiffany. This was a very well requested podcast. I'm actually really excited about it. Just so you know, everybody was hitting me up and I figured this was the perfect week for us to do this podcast. So please welcome my guest, Little Mean Kathleen.
Yeah, I'm famous. The most requested.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I got you guys covered. So guys, if you're new here to the End of the Rope series, here I interview everything independent wrestling, whether it's wrestlers, promoters, referees, backstage, I got you covered. If you have questions for Little Mean Kathleen, please feel free. Drop it into the chat. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe, all that fun stuff from me and all those people for the audio listeners. I love you. Thanks for listening to this. So my chat's popping. What's going on, everybody? Matt's in the chat. He says hi. Everything pro wrestling. Shout out to Conrad. Go check him out for his AEW reviews. Johnny's in the chat. Matt says, how are you, Tiff? How are you, Little Mean Kathleen?
Yeah, I'm lit.
What's up, Wes? He goes, hi, everyone. Colin West say hi. And we always love seeing LMK in action at Pro Wrestling Magic, Invictus, and other companies. You are great, Kathleen.
Oh, I love Kyle and Waz.
All the love, all the love. Let me know if the audio is fine on your guys' end, and you know, I'm sure it is fine. I had a little hiccup. Another Mike's in the chat. He goes, hi, Little Mean Kathleen. See,
Hello.
You got all the love, all the love. So, okay, so I like to go back to basics a little bit so we can learn about you a little bit. So how did you get into professional wrestling?
Oh my gosh, I started watching like continuously in high school, but I've been to like a couple house shows and stuff in middle school. But in high school, I really got into it. I would watch it every week. I was at my grandmother's house with my little cousin who's being wicked annoying. So I turned on SmackDown on the TV. I was like, you need to shut up, because I watched this every week. And I did not at that point. And I played myself. And I played him too, because we both started watching every week after that.
Aw. That's so awesome. I love that. I love that. Oh, man. Well, thank you guys for letting me know. Isn't it like annoying? Like you want to watch something, right? And then you got people like bothering you and you're like,
yes!
Shut up.
It was instantaneous. He stopped immediately. It was crazy. I don't know.
Awesome. Really cool. All right. So I like to, obviously I've seen you. You've seen me at a bunch of places that, you know, you work at. So for that fan that's listening to this podcast, never seen you wrestle before, what is the go-to match to watch of yours to become an instant fan?
Oh my God. Watch my street fight with Becca. It's on YouTube. It's free. Top Rope Promotions. We were the main event at the historic PAL Hall in Fall River. It's a great match. It was a lot of fun.
There you go. See? I was like, actually, your guys' opinions, because obviously you guys are your biggest critics, you know, so I'll pick matches and then I find out sometimes you guys don't like the matches that I pick. So it's like, so I always like to ask that for all the fans out there. Awesome. All right. Well, I got some questions in the chat. So let me grab some of these questions. I know I have one on my text message because I got a couple late, and then I have some on my computer here. So Johnny says, what are you and Good's favorite tag team match in Wrestling Open?
Oh my gosh, I can't speak for Teddy, but I really liked our match versus Anastasia and Johnny Santos.
Ooh.
Like, that was a ton of fun. And then Beyond Wrestling, we had a bunch of fun matches. Oh my gosh. Craziness.
It's nuts. There's so many. Wes wants to know, who is the one person, guy or lady, you would love to work with that you haven't yet?
Oh, that I haven't? I would really like to wrestle Woad. Oh my god. I love her. I'm obsessed. I want to wrestle her so bad.
Awesome. Hey, maybe it'll happen. We're manifesting it.
Oh my, I'm manifesting it so hard right now.
Manifest it. Tweet it, guys. Make it happen. I always say that. You never know. Like, sometimes we do play a good part here. So, here, actually, it's funny because it's like that question was asked. Shout out to Dom. He sent me like a whole bunch of text messages for you.
Wait, like Dom?
Yes. So he was definitely one that wanted you on the podcast, so we made it happen. Okay, so his text message here says, ask Kathleen her dream. Who is she facing? What kind of match? What's on the line? And where would it take place?
Jesus Christ.
Who, what, where, when, why, what? You know, pretty much.
Okay. It would be me versus Sensational Sherry for the Women's Championship on Primetime Wrestling in 1980 something.
Wow, she gave like a date too. Like
that would be the match. That's in my fantasy dream match.
I feel like we have to like up it. Like, what month do you want it to be? Cool out? Do you want
it will be September.
September. Okay.
Yes.
I love that. Okay, wait. There was more from her. All right. So his next one is, what are your goals in wrestling?
To you know what? I want to have a good time. I'd love to have a good time, make some money doing it. That's probably the biggest goal. I think that's most people's goal.
Yeah.
Is to make a living doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. He said, tell her she needs to come to wrestle at Chaotic.
Oh, I would love to. I used to go to Chaotic shows with my dad when I was in high school.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be awesome. I love Chaotic. You guys all know I'm a big supporter of Chaotic. And then he said, tell her to watch the show Atypical because she looks like Paige.
I think I watched the first season of that show. I don't remember anything about it. But I remember liking it, but I just never continued.
He sent me a photo. He's like, doesn't this look like her? I was like, oh my god, I can't unsee it now. So now you got to go back after this podcast, and you have to go like look her up. And
I'm gonna have to look. I've heard that I've looked like that girl Ruth from Ozarks. I've heard that.
Oh,
multiple times.
Okay. I love Ozark. That was a good show.
I've never seen it.
Definitely watch that if you guys haven't watched that. So, oh man, all these questions in the chat. Love you guys. Captain Dave, what's going on? How are you? Welcome. Mike said, how did Little Mean Kathleen come up with her character?
It's just me, dialed up. That's it. Happy to be here.
Awesome. No crazy story with it. Like how we're like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be called Little Mean Kathleen.
Yeah. Well, the name.
Yeah.
Like I was just gonna do Mean Kathleen, and then my trainer suggested, oh, how about Little Mean Kathleen, kind of like Little Spike Dudley. Yeah.
Awesome. There we go. We upped that for you. Wes wants to know, what's your favorite building you've ever wrestled in?
Oh my goodness gracious. I really think the PAL Hall in Fall River is beautiful. The Eagle in Fall River is also very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it'd be a tie between those two. I've wrestled in some casinos too, and that's always a ton of fun. I just love
you go gambling
every
like
building
right after, right?
time.
Go like
Yeah.
gambling right after with all the wrestlers, like go hang out.
Oh yes.
Do you win big money? Big money? No.
I do.
Oh,
I do.
okay.
Last time, I think I was up $300 last time.
Ooh.
I wrestled. Yes.
See, more casino. I kind of like that. It would be fun, like in the actual casino. I mean, I know it's like impossible. That would be kind of fun though.
It would.
The closest you get, like, is like the Showboat, pretty much, that I've been in anyway. And you're in the room, the carousel room. So, but yeah. All right. So I'm looking at my questions over here since they're not over here. Okay. So we have big week, right? Beyond Wrestling. Actually, I have the flyer up here for you guys. If you guys are watching this on the video podcast, so beach at the beach. So I will be there Sunday. So you'll definitely see me. So give us a little bit, like, what should we expect? You know, I mean, obviously this isn't going to be a live event. This will be premiered on IWTV after. So there are tickets still on sale. So definitely go buy it. So yeah, give us a little insight for Sunday.
Well, it's going to be me and Ted versus Locked and Loaded. It's going to be a highly competitive match, very athletic match. You're going to see things you never thought were possibly before in a wrestling match. I think this is going to be the biggest match to ever occur on a beach.
Ooh. Ever.
I think we're just gonna ruin the coastline of Rhode Island with this match.
I'm excited for this. Like, I'm like, oh, I kind of got sad the other day because, I mean, I like throwing streamers and Drew told me I couldn't. He's like, think of the seagulls. And I was like, God damn it. I was like, we can't do, I like forgot that I was outside.
Yeah.
I was so excited for streamers.
Or sunscreen.
Wear the sunscreen. But, maybe there'll be some sand in somebody's pants, I feel like.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I might take that.
So you got to get the bucket with the little pail and thing, and then you can kind of see. Here, maybe some water balloons.
I like it. I like where you're going. I like
see,
this.
I'm bad influence. I don't know. I'm not good. I'm a very bad influence when it comes to wrestling. So actually, you know what? Here we're gonna Brick City Boys. I'm coming for you with the pizza. I'm coming to smack you.
The Brick City Boys.
Yes, they deserve to be smacked with pizza.
They do deserve to beat up.
So I'll be the nut dealing with that shit. So, but anyway, Justin from Nerds of Wrestling, what's going on? He goes, Little Mean.
Yes.
How are ya? All right. So actually, let's talk about this. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna tag him. So maybe he'll come into the chat if before I start this question, because I know it's gonna start crap. Okay. So Focus Pro, newly developed promotion. I was really sad because I really wanted to come to the show really bad, but I was going to Miami and like the next day for like my birthday, so I couldn't come. It was going to be too much for head up to Massachusetts, and I'm sad because they actually have to redo their next show. I wanted to come up to that one too. They canceled it.
I know.
So, but I'm even more sad because there's no footage, so it didn't exist.
Oh, there isn't?
No, it wasn't recorded, but I only seen like clips from the fans. Which was nice. So you got to wrestle Stan Styles. So I got to see a bunch of little clips on Twitter floating around. I was like stalking people's Twitter pages because I wanted to see what was going on with this match. So, but so Stan says he hates you now. So
yeah, well, I hate him more. I hate him more. Like, what can I say? I hate him more.
I don't know. You think like, get like another shot, like you go for the intergender bonanza belt?
Oh my God, I would beat the hell out of him for that belt.
I feel like that we should like have this going on here. I don't know. I think like Chad kind of owns the intergender bonanza now from Stan. So hey Chad, like make it happen. Make it happen. Somebody's got to take that belt off him. I'm just saying. So
yeah.
Yeah, but that's a fun promotion too if anybody wants to see like the intergender bonanza. That's on IWTV as well. Great promotion. So shout out to Stan, even though like we don't like him right now.
Yeah, big #1 hater.
But I saw the clips. I saw the clips with the whipped cream with you. Like I said, I had to grab whatever I can grab from social media. So, but looking forward to like Focus Pro. It was a great experience for you, right? Like, how was it? It looked like it was busy.
It was a blast. A bunch of people were there. Like, it was so much fun. I love a good brewery show.
Yeah, more of that.
Show. Oh my gosh.
We're seeing more of that. I really love that. I really, really love that. All right, let's also talk about AEW because I talk about it on this podcast with a lot of promoters, and wrestlers, how it's such a great thing that, you guys get the opportunity to work AEW on Dark, which is awesome. A lot of people you guys know already. So tell us a little bit about your experience, even like backstage, all that. Maybe there was really good catering, like.
Catering is great. Oh my god, I love catering. I think oh my god, it's so good. The matches, they're really great when you get to have a match. I mean, it's a great opportunity, lots of exposure. I usually watch it when it premieres live on YouTube, and the comments are weird.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I love the weird comments.
I don't get. I mean, I get it. There's a lot, like, but
yeah. Oh my god, I love
everybody
reading.
always likes to. Everybody has their own opinion, pretty much,
Yeah.
There's too much negative. But yeah, like, I mean, I think it's just like awesome to like see you guys and to see, the on Twitter especially, like the fan base that are so behind you.
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
a great opportunity.
Was it a little nerve-wracking a little bit for you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people out there. A lot of people.
That was probably like the biggest, right? That like you kind of been around.
What's up?
I said it was probably like the biggest, like that you've worked in front of.
Oh yeah, that's probably the biggest crowd of biggest crowd.
But once you do your thing, right, the butterflies go pretty much.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely.
That's awesome. I love to see all you guys like working AEW, so, or even like WWE, wherever you guys like, even like extras or whatever. Trayvon and Brett Ryan Gosselin were talking about the catering in WWE with me, so it's pretty cool. So really awesome. What else in the chat? Sam says she's little and mean and a Kathleen. I guess Brandon in the chat's proposing to you. Okay.
No.
She's like, no, thank you. I'm done. Mike in the chat says, who is your favorite AEW wrestler that you have wrestled against?
Ooh. Last time I wrestled Julia Hart, and I really liked it. Like, it was a very short match, but I was like, oh, I'm very comfortable in the ring with this opponent right now. And I like that.
That's awesome. Do you feel like any more like insight like after working her and being there at like AEW?
I mean, just like I felt very good about the performance I put on. Like when I was there, I did what I had to do.
No, that's good. That's good. All right, so let's talk about like the New England scene, because it is like really hot right now, and then we have like a lot of stuff that's coming up. WrestleVille's coming up for New Year's, like last year. It's just so many great things. So I'm very happy, that I started coming up to the New England scene a lot more. So talk to us a little bit, who should people be keeping their eye on? Who's, maybe someone else that up there that you want to wrestle maybe again, or, that you haven't.
Definitely keep an eye on all the wrestling open people. I think there's a lot of young people who are just really getting all those reps in. They're getting that exposure, and I think they're just gonna keep moving up and going to more areas. So you might as well catch them live while they're still around, right? For people I want to work in New England, I love working Davey Ann. Like, every match I have with her, I just feel like it's just better and better. I just love working her.
She's great. Love her.
Yeah.
She's so great. Definitely one of the best up there. Definitely, like, you guys can check out that interview. I chatted with her not that long ago, so go check that out if you haven't. So, but yeah, those are fun matches, you and Davey. So great. So great. All right, so let's do more of these fan tweets. We have one from Matt. He goes, I'm just going to say this is my favorite match was her and Becca in the Fall River Street fight, and the ones before that, they remind me of Sasha and Bailey back in NXT. They both bring the best out of each other. What's your favorite match you have ever done? I guess.
gosh, ever. I really enjoyed my match with Willow. I had been wanting that match for so long, and I've really enjoyed it.
Aw, we love Willow. Willow's
I
great.
love Willow.
She's so sweet. My friend April finally got to like see her at Beyond Versus Wrestle Open. And she's like, I love her. And I was like, yeah, I've been following Willow for so long. I've been here in New York. She's so great. She's got such a great personality. She's so sweet. So, let's see. So we have a fun fan tweet from Good Cop, Bad Cop. He goes, would Little Mean Kathleen being an, well, let's do LMK being an anagram of MLK. What is Little Mean Kathleen?
Oh my god.
I have a dream moment for wrestling.
Stop it. One time, I won't name the company, Tiffany. I want to so bad. But I wrestled. I had a match. It's on IWTV. And I went back to watch it because I enjoyed the match. And, you know, like someone watched the match and they're like, it was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
And I went to watch it, right? Like you would. And the commentary, the whole time, they were calling me MLK. They would say LMK and they'd correct themselves to say MLK. And I, the whole match.
Aw.
The whole match.
Oh, man. And you see, it sucks because it's like you don't even know until like you go back and you go watch the thing.
I was like, what? Because, you know, before, like here and there, I'd get a few like MLK. Oh, oops, LMK. Like, you know, like cool, whatever. But the whole match.
It sucks though. It's like,
And now I get roasted for it
aw,
constantly.
no roasting. That's not your fault. You didn't do it.
I know.
You didn't do it. Why are you getting roasted?
I don't know.
I don't
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
right. I don't think that's right. Absolutely not. It sucks because I know, and I talked about this on one of the episodes, that, you know, like, do your research. And like I've gotten backstage at a lot of promotions. I do a lot of backstage interviews. I do stuff for the podcast. And there have been commentary that they've been told like to come ask me that I would know better of, you know, more of a background of certain like wrestlers and stuff like that. So like I would tell them. So it's like, do your research, like,
Oh my God.
like do your stuff, like, you know, it's not anything like with me. It's just like I'm just saying that the people that sit and do commentary, you know, like know your stuff, you know, like yeah, you know, like especially the names. I can understand, like that's why I would never do commentary because I feel like I would screw it all up. Like I'm very bad at like naming moves. I feel like I'm the worst. Like, so I feel like it wouldn't be a good fit for me. But I know it's hard to like sit back there because, like I said, I've sat behind it and I try to do it, and I was like, damn, I suck. I was like, even if it was like me just being there for color, you know, like, you know, just to sit there and like, you know, like joke around, like, because that's what I did with one of the wrestlers. I just started bad mouthing the wrestler because, you know, I like to give heat, you know. So I was giving heat to the wrestler, and I was supposed to chop him, but you know, that's a whole other story. Yeah. I've done chopping. I've got chopped. It's a good time. So the shit stings. I don't know how you guys do it. That shit like burned me for like a while. I was like, fuck. Oh my God. I give you guys credit. Let's see. Question in chat. Matt says, Little Mean Kathleen, who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Ooh, Mark Henry.
Ah.
I loved him. Mark Henry and Triple H.
Awesome. Did you try to like, did you think like, okay, I got to incorporate little things into your moveset?
Sometimes I'll do it. I used to throw in the little Triple H knee, but I just kind of do whatever works for me now.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. We have a fan tweet from Johnny. He says, any chance you team up with Main Event Game? So video game.
Game. Oh, probably not, because I know I have some little thingy with another game at the moment. So no.
Oh, okay. Has anybody actually, since we're talking about video games, and like, I love when the new, not that I play them, the new like WWE games come out, and then you see people create like independent wrestlers. Has that been done of you before? Did they do a good job?
Yes, this fan Rocco on Twitter, he has made a bunch of independent wrestlers. You did a pretty good job.
Oh, I love to see that. I like when I don't know, like, I know it takes a long time to do the details of it, because I had a friend that used to do that. So, but that's awesome. That's so cool to like see yourself in a video game.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's really awesome. So, much love. Wait, I'm confused with your question, Mike. Someone wanted to get into the wrestling business. Words of encouragement. Oh, I always like to end off my podcast like that.
Okay,
we'll save that one. We'll save that one for the end. All right. Do you have any pre-match rituals?
No.
No?
I just go.
She's like, I just go.
Some people like do. Some people like yell, they grunt or whatever. They're doing push-ups. I'm just like, let's go.
Oh, like, oh, I'm up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Let's do a very important question that's like very important to my podcast, Wrestling with Positivity, and my camera's being an ass again, so let me close it and reopen it. Like,
very positive.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay, we're being positive. So, all right. So again, Wrestling with Positivity. Is there anything that sticks out that you could share with us? Maybe something you've done for a fan, maybe something a fan's done for you, maybe you've done something for a wrestler, maybe a wrestler's done for you. Anything that we wouldn't normally see, but that you could share with us on this pod.
Oh my gosh. Just like anytime I ask like any of people I look up to kind of watch my match, they will. That's always I'm always appreciating that, I want to be on the same level as these people, so it's always nice that they are willing to give feedback and everything. I think that that's something that a lot of people experience, and I really like the community of it.
Yeah.
Just that aspect. Yeah.
I love that. Definitely love that. Well, here, let's go. We're going to bring back one of my old fun questions on this podcast. What's the most craziest thing a fan's done to get your attention?
Oh my god. Ooh. One fan messaged me asking if they could take a picture with me, but holding me. And I was like, no. And they were like, well, how about I give you $50? I was like, no.
Wow.
How about $150? I was like, no. Leave me alone.
Oh, wow.
Leave me alone.
Oh, my. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pick me up. Shit.
Boundaries, people.
Just send me the money.
Just send me the money anyway, like,
That.
you can take a photo with me.
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay.
Pick me up. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, okay. Matt's dying in the chat. He goes, oh my god, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. That is... I've heard some crazy stuff, but
Ooh, I got an email one time. A fan asked me to do a pedigree in a match. Send it to him. So I've never given a pedigree just because of that. I would never give a pedigree.
I feel really bad. Like, I know I get my own hell with DMs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys probably got a hell of a lot worse than I do.
Yeah, I would never give one now. It's never happening.
You guys are weird. Wrestling fans are weird. Boundaries.
Freaky people.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway. Okay. Well, you guys travel a lot. I'm sure you could share a fun road trip story with us.
Oh God. Ooh. I was wrestling in, where was it? Oregon, and the airport was like 2 hours from the casino where we were wrestling. And we're in the bus, a bunch of people in the bus. We're putting our arms out the window and trying to get trucks to honk because we are mature independent wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the other guys, Robbie Rougeau, shout out Robbie Rougeau, sticks his arm out of the window. He's got short arms though, so instead of going like honk honk, he's just going. And this truck driver, oh my god, she pulls up, she hauls ass, and just like gets in front of us, hits the brakes. The shuttle driver's like, oh, and then moves away. Shuttle driver's unfazed. He was driving crazy. But she does it a couple times until she pulls off at her exit. It was very scary.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. I know, right?
I think this is my favorite story. I thought the pizza being thrown out the window was my favorite story, but I think this one tops it. That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Conrad's like, what did I walk in seeing? And he's cracking up.
Sorry about it.
Sorry, just you missed the whole story. You walked in on the. That's terrible. Terrible. Sam in the chat says, "How did you wind up tagging with 10? And would you consider yourself a singles or a tag wrestler?"
Ooh. Ted and I would work Top Rope Promotions a bunch on the same shows, and then we tagged once in New Bedford against AG and Ava Everett, and it was a really fun match. We were going crazy that night. Everybody on that show was going crazy. And then, like a little while later, Ted wanted me to get on Beyond, and then we started tagging there and doing our thing, and I think I'm a little bit of both. I'm not exclusively a tag or exclusively a singles wrestler. I go wherever I'm needed.
There you go. Oh, that's fun. Stan's in the chat. He went, "Oh no," and then he put the angry
Stan.
face.
A big Stan hater. Number one Stan hater.
I don't know. I think you should put your money where your mouth is for Intergender Bonanza, Stan.
Yeah, I'll pick them up.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, Matt in the chat says, "Kathleen, do you have any funny road trip stories with Teddy Goods?"
Oh my god, Ted and I don't ride together.
Aw.
We've like made tentative plans to, but like it never, the traveling distance never lines up, so we never read it together.
Now you have to travel with him one day and then come back and then tell the story on the podcast.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So now you purposely have to like travel one day,
We have to go somewhere.
so that you can come back and like tell like, you know, a fun story with us. Oh man. All right. What are some things you like to do when you're not in the squared circle?
Oh my gosh. Like reading, knitting, I play video games, just like to watch trashy TV, hang out.
I like she said trashy TV. Anything particular? Go ahead, recommend some stuff.
Oh my god, Hot to Handle is really good. My mom and I watched that. We used to like really, what is it? Are You the One? That's a good one. What's the beach one where they're all British?
I don't watch
Love
trashy
Island,
TV.
Love Island. That's what it is.
I feel like April has watched this. She
Love
sometimes
Island.
gets me to watch some of these reality shows.
Oh my god, they're so good.
I mean,
Oh
she
my
was talking about Fuckboy Island with Casey
I need
Kirk.
to watch that. I need to watch that. There's another one. It's like your siblings are on the island with you and they try to set you up with like the proper person. I don't know, but it looks weird. Netflix is hitting it out of the park. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. Sounds awful.
Oh man. Well, I know Dom's listening to this podcast and you said you like to read, so I know like, and he'll probably like send me a text or whatever during this pod, because I already know him or whatever. He's probably gonna ask me to ask you, what is your favorite book?
Oh my gosh, my favorite book ever is Watership Down by Richard Adams. The first chapter, incredibly boring, but oh my god, it kicks in. It's crazy. Whew, it is crazy. It's a good book. I recommend it.
Conrad's dying in the chat. He goes, I heard this story. My timing was impeccable. Dead. He goes, Fuckboy Island. This might be the wildest podcast, Tiff. Listen, I didn't create the show. All right. April talks about Fuckboy Island. And, you know, you have to pick between, you know, if the guy's a nice guy or a fuckboy. And, you know, and then you can choose to either have the money, you know, the nice guy or the fuckboy.
That's awesome. I like that. I'll be watching that.
I don't know. I do not come up with this stuff. I do not create it. I'm just here. Okay. I'm here podcasting. That's it. So, all right. So we're getting towards the end of the year. So, you know, obviously we got to make it count. So what are some goals for you for the rest of the year?
Oh my God. I don't know. Oh my God. I would like to pass the semester of school. And I'd like to have a banger. That's my goal.
Okay. Any
not
traveling? You feel like we should put some traveling in there.
Oh my God, yeah. I probably should go somewhere.
Any thoughts of like where you would like to travel, like for wrestling?
I'd love to go to Texas. That'd be fun. Well, not like personally, but like for wrestling.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can have some barbecue after, but you know, like, shout out those like Texas promotions out there. Tweet them.
Yeah.
Like, I know there are some people that are from Texas that are fans that listen to this podcast, so you know, tweet at your favorite promotion and tag Little Mean Kathleen. So, but yeah. So, I mean, I have one final question for you, which will go back to the one that was into the chat. If anybody else has any other questions, feel free, drop it into the chat. I know we're on a time-sensitive podcast here also. So, you know, is there any advice for those amateur and inspired wrestlers out there?
Find a good school to train at. Not just the closest school, not just the cheapest school, but a good school with former students who are now doing big things. I cannot stress that enough. Very important. Very important.
Yeah. Well, you know, now that I said that, because I'm going to think of Sky, who she started training earlier in the year, and she's in UK, and she came into the chat when Casey was on here. So I think one of the questions, actually, I'm going to ask it because she does listen to the podcast, and she always wonder, is there any particular matches of what you would suggest? Anybody's matches for her to study?
I really like Sensational Sherry versus Rockin' Robin. It's primetime wrestling in Paris. I love that match. It's just, I think there's a story there. They're moving. It's not crazy moves. It's very simple. And then I really like the Jumping Bomb Angels versus the Glamour Girls. I think that match was, I don't remember, but it was the 80s as well. 80s ladies. Study the 80s ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I think things are very basic, but they're complex at the same time. There's always a story, and just, it's great. It's great.
I think it'd be great for her because like she always looking for like different stuff. Clearly, she watched lots of the indies, and I know GCW was just out there, so she got to be out there and see a lot of the wrestlers. And she met a lot of wrestlers that have been on this podcast. So I was so proud of her. I was so excited. She was so nervous. Love deathmatch wrestlers, you know, which is great. Oh my goodness, there's so many questions in the chat. Okay, hold on. I see.
Let's go.
I got you.
10 minutes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Matt says, Kathleen, we also hate Channing Thompson. Wes says, do you believe in paranormal or Bigfoot stuff?
No.
No, okay.
No.
And let's see. Oh, Stan said, if there was someone I hated in this world more than Marcus Matters, it's Little Mean Kathleen.
Shut up, Staniel.
Jeez, Stan. Jeez, terrible. Terrible. Oh, man. All right, let's see. What did you say, Matt? H2O Ryan Waters? Do you mean Ryan Redfield? I'm very confused with what you said.
Ryan Waters is my trainer.
Okay, cool beans. All right, because I was thinking like Ryan Redfield. I was like, wait a minute. Awesome. Okay, I think I got all those questions in there. Okay, perfect. All right. So, like I said, we have big weekend coming up here. So I will be there. So I hope to see a bunch of you guys there. If not, definitely check it out. Make sure you're subscribed to IWTV. Is there any other stuff that you have coming up if people want to come see you?
Ooh, I have a new shirt design soon. Also, Saturday, I'm going to be at NRG in Fairhaven, Massachusetts.
Somebody
Yeah,
perfect.
me and Tedward teaming up.
Tedward.
Kicking ass.
I love that. Tedward. Tedward.
Yes.
That's the way to go.
Double duty weekend going.
Very.
Send me money. My link's in my bio.
There you go. There you go. I have her link tree in the description below. But tell everybody where they can follow you.
Twitter, Little Mean Kathleen. Instagram, Little Mean Kathleen. Facebook, Little Mean Kathleen. So I have a Twitch. I think it's Little Mean Kathleen. I don't use it. I need to start using it. Like,
Do you like game on it?
I've never streamed. But
So you have a Twitch and you don't stream on it?
Well, like I watch streams too. Like I follow people.
Oh, okay. You should stream on it. Since you play
Yeah.
video games, I'm
I
sure
know.
people would do that. And then you could get some biddies and some subscribes and see, I'm trying to make you money here.
Poggers in the chat. Thanks for the
All right, wait. We're gonna ask this here because we had this fun with Ricky Smokes the other day, and then we were talking about it with Len and Hale. I was actually texting with Ricky Smokes earlier, and we were talking about wine on the podcast, and he was saying, "Bring me, I told the fans, bring them wine," and a fan actually brought him wine. And Landon Hale was talking about Twix, and we were saying that we were trying to get him sponsored by Twix, but he didn't get sponsored by Twix, so we still got to push that. But a bunch of fans brought him a bunch of Twix bars. Okay, so what is what would make you so happy and not mean, but very happy?
Oh my god.
She's like, the world is my
so many
oyster
things
right
I
now.
want.
Diamonds, novelty.
This is amazing. Bring me the hippies, those little chickpea snacks, the sriracha flavored ones. Yeah, I love those.
You gotta let me know if anybody brings you some of that stuff. So
I love ginger ale.
you never know. You never know. So I hope you tell me at a later date that the fans brought you presents or whatever. I mean, have you had that before? Has anybody brought you maybe made a figure of you or?
Someone's made buttons and magnets, and then a bunch of people made art for me and Ted too.
Aw.
Fun.
That's so cool. I love seeing that. I love seeing the fans run up to wrestlers and their drawings and all that. You're looking for it to see if you have it.
I got a framed photograph. No, I got a photograph.
She's getting in the back. Like, oh, how cute! Look at that.
I use that.
That's at Ridgefield Park.
Yes, the pro wrestling mecca. The place to be. Can't make it there. I don't know what to tell you.
That's so messed up that I know that. This is why I'm the queen of the indies. That's why. That's why I'm the queen of the indies, because I know everything. Awesome. That is great. That is great. Oh man, I love all you guys in the chat. You guys are amazing. Thanks for hanging out with us. So, anything else that we didn't cover that you want to cover? I mean, like I said, I know you got class, so we're gonna.
I don't think so.
That's all
I
right.
think so.
All right, cool.
I'm not.
Okay, cool beans. So yeah, so go bring her some stuff at Beyond or Energy or wherever it is, and make sure you cream Stan if you see Stan.
Yeah. Kill him. Kill him if you see.
Awesome. Well, like I said, I will see you Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to the Beyond show. Very hyped. Very, very hyped. So here again, once again, for you guys up here on the stream for you. Tune in to it. Not live on Sunday, but it will be hopefully this week. So definitely check that out. So yeah, so thank you so much for coming on here and chatting with us for a little bit. So you told some of my favorite stories and some craziness.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, tomorrow, guys, we have Lucas Chase. I'm gonna get ripped the entire podcast, so this should be fun. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, all that fun stuff. So you guys know the drill. Stay safe, support independent wrestling, and then I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.
Enough is enough. They just